Boom, there we go. Viking nutrition. Welcome on my balcony. I just went fishing and this is what I got. That's Porto Masso, this is Malta, so now you all guys know where I live. I just went to the gym for like 2 hours and 50 minutes, did a beasting session, so I figured I deserve some good nutrition. This is it. This is basically what my daily shopping looks like. I don't eat all this in one day, don't worry. I try to make sense of the picture, and instead of the food pyramid, which I intensely hate because it's fucked up, I try to order my foods, I try to arrange my foods in a way that you would guys see the most important stuff in the middle, the most nutritious stuff in the middle, and then the further you go to the outside, the less essential it becomes. And you guys miss something else in this picture probably, which more on that later. We start with the best quality protein and natural fats that you can get, and the best quality natural fresh veggies you can get, as far as it's fresh. We do our best, you know. Lettuce, it's not fresh, but it's the best I can get here, probably within reasonable boundaries. And then this time organic ground beef and a nice piece of ribeye, because I worked my ass off in the gym and I deserve it. More on eating meat later. I won't go into too much detail for now, but if you still believe, or if you still believe that meat is something else, anything else than the most nutritious food on the planet, I mean, it's fine. You can believe that. I disagree strongly with it. I'm not pro factory farming, of course not. I'm not pro animal suffering, and we should definitely try to to change those industries, but meat and animal protein are the best we could get. Like the 50-60-year-old science about cholesterol and saturated fat and whatever is completely debunked, and more the problem we can see, the problems that people have with their health mostly come from a diet that's very high in over-processed carbs and over-processed oils. I say over-processed because not all processed foods are bad. This yogurt is a processed food, this mayonnaise is actually a processed food, but if you look on the ingredients, it's pretty hard to see on the camera, it's 80% avocado oil, cold pressed, and then some free-range egg yolks, salt and vinegar, and then some flavors, some herbs. That's a processed food, but it's not bad. And the other way around, some things in nature are unprocessed and actually very toxic, or anti-nutrient. So it's not that simple that processed is bad, but that's why I say over-processed. So back to basics. What do we have? Meat and veggies. Eat as much as you can from that. Eggs are missing on this picture. Amazing source of nutrition. Again, there's a reason that it's missing in this picture. I couldn't find the quality I want. When the label starts with a 3, it means it's cage eggs, and I'm trying to recover from my vegan period in which I was extremely picky and I could not bear the responsibility of hurting an animal directly or indirectly. Now I can, because I changed my view on it, and I think we are, as humans, allowed ethically to work together with animals, to put it in a very friendly way, to build a society, a human society, that functions optimally and delivers a lot of strong, healthy humans. And yes, we use the animals for that, but as long as it's not abuse, I'm actually very pro animal products, as you can see by now. Anyway, more on that later. Nuts, healthy fats. Walnuts are my favorite. Try to go diverse, try to mix it up. Everything in nature has a little bit that you can use. Fruits. I just learned that kiwi fruits are actually amazing, and in micronutrients even outperform most other fruits. Besides that, they're relatively small. If you eat a couple oranges or apples a day, it's kind of a bunch of sugar in modern fruits. So see what works for you. I'm not trying to I'm not saying you must eat this, you must eat that. Blueberries, also relatively low carb fruit. Basically, I use this stuff to spice up my yogurt. I chose a low fat yogurt now because I'm trying to lean up a bit more in the gym. So I try to stay high protein. Something people don't realize enough is a thing called dietary thermogenesis. Protein costs more energy to digest. It's a bit noisy here, but I think you guys can hear me properly. Cost more to digest, more energy than carbs, and even carbs cost a bit more energy to digest than fat, but carbs have another, overprocessed carbs have another disadvantage, that they make you hungry because they fuck up your metabolism a bit more. Again, I'm not anti-carb. You can eat relatively low quantities of natural carbs, low carb veggies or whatever. I mean, low sugary veggies with a lower glycemic index reaction, whatever. Potatoes, rice, if you want to eat a bit of that, perfectly fine. I feel I don't really need it. Regular yogurt has quite a bit of carbs, this one a bit less, and super high protein, so that's suitable for me. If you want to choose one that has higher fat, I mean, it tastes amazing, like 10% fat yogurt or even a 5%. For me, it's like, oh my god, it's like a treat. So if you do that, just take into account that it's a lot of calories, which is not bad, but then you can eat less of the other foods. We move into what I use as snacks for late night or whatever. Again, high quality protein, high quality animal fats. The good thing about sardines and cold water fish is it has a lot of omega-3 healthy fat, so it balances out more the ratio between omega-6 and omega-3s, which is very healthy. Be careful, a lot of the stuff you buy in the supermarket is drenched in oil, sunflower oil, which is actually not healthy, which is not helping you. These are in a bit of lemon, these are grilled and clean, not even extra virgin olive oil. You have to look really carefully to find those, would be fine as well. This, because we're smart and we saved €1. Cottage cheese. I mix them up with my eggs and then make an omelette, which spices them up a bit, which is actually amazing. These I've had, we go here. Hi baby. Thank you very much for trying to help me feed my genes and my gene expression, to optimize my gene expression by giving me all the vital micronutrients my system craves. If you guys don't follow, well, let me put it this way. If you guys think that Instagram is just for posting pictures of your food nowadays, and that's why you stopped following social media, you're doing it wrong. I follow a couple of the world's experts on whatever, trauma healing, a lot of doctors that are actually treating people with like proper nutrition, that are helping thousands of people recovering from diabetes and all kinds of other bullshit by just giving them a proper diet, which is, well, it looks like a bit like this. It's not too exact, we're all human. Or as a good friend of mine used to say, I'm only human after all. Don't put your fucking blame on me. And I don't put blame on you. It's your responsibility to be healthy. It's possible, the knowledge is out there. Like I said, most of the bullshit is debunked. But you have to be open-minded, and you have to be willing to listen to the new science and to people that can inspire you to be more healthy and more, well, strong in your choices. Anyway, another amazing account I follow on Instagram, Slowed Down Farmstead, it's called. It's a farmer lady that is also, well, a nutritionist, definitely in my point of view. She gave herself the title. I probably will too soon, because I think if you put a couple thousand hours into something and you feel you become closer to your truth with that than most of doctors do that have, well, basically no experience with nutrition, besides the fact that the average modern nutrition choices are fucking up people's lives. So yeah, then I can call myself a nutritionist, I think. But anyway, she does too. She shows the role that foods, natural foods, nutritious foods, animal foods, not only, but also animal foods, have in, or have had in life before the last 100 years. She runs a farm together with her husband. She's raising a family, but she's also showing how much she loves the animals and how she nurtures the animals and how she takes care of the animals that she later has to kill to have them supply her and her family and, again, her genes, her genetic expression, the best possible nutrition. She even knows the name of the bull that gave her the steak that she is showing off, but also she's showing off vulnerability, she's showing off what can go wrong, how she feels, the struggle she has to do that. But it's a beautiful account, Slow Down Farmstead. I'll try to link to it or whatever, I'll link to it later. I don't know, it inspires me to think differently about food and to be actually very grateful to the animal that gave us the nutrition. And if you do that, if you start to change your mindset about that, you can also see that it's not unethical to do that as long as you give them a good life. And obviously I agree that's where it goes wrong very often, but that's a goal, I would say, for humanity in general and for, well, everybody individually. That's why you try to buy the best quality that gives the animals the best life. Okay, where were we? Spices to spice up the meat, basically. Fats, I didn't say enough about that. Stop frying your food in cheap oils, seed oils. I posted something about that a while ago, but we're visual learners. I think it's a lot more attractive to see stuff like that. Try to stick to cold pressed stuff. Butter is amazing. Lard, if you can find it, if you like it, but otherwise just prepare your food in, well, stuff like this. Extra virgin olive oil, extra virgin coconut oil, and butter work fine. Extra virgin olive oil you can put on salads and whatever. It's not very suitable for frying and other high temperatures. Sea salt. Salt is not bad, guys. Salt got victimized, how do you say, demonized, just like animal fats and fats in general 50, 60 years ago. Salt is not the culprit, it's not the villain. If anything, sugar is, and like I said before, over-processed junk. Salt is good. Your body runs on salt and water. If you take it out too much, you're actually going to function a lot less. I drink a couple bottles of water a day with scoops of salt in it. Next to my bed, on my office when I'm working. When I go to the gym, I take a bottle of salt water. People may find this weird, but that's what your body craves. My blood pressure, if you want to worry about anything, I measured it by accident, how do you say, coincidentally, a couple months ago, and it was, I think, 121/79 or whatever, like as close to perfect as you can get, I think. I'm not an expert, but I'm totally not worried about it. Try to find the best quality you can get, not the super bleached white stuff that's been robbed of the micronutrients, the minerals, whatever. And then again, because we're human, some treats, I think it is. Not my favorite brand, but I just wanted to show it. We want to have some pleasure in life. Sorry, this one, I almost forgot you. So yeah, besides the coffee I think is healthy enough. Chocolate, wine, you can take a chewing gum, whatever you want, you know. As a matter of fact, you can take whatever the fuck you want. I'm not here to tell you what you can do and what you cannot do. I'm just showing what I'm doing. For me, it's working. I think it will work for a lot of people. But again, we're human. I was in Barcelona a couple of weeks ago. I smoked some weed. I drank a bottle of wine. I downed like a full plate of Doritos with cheese and whatever. It's not healthy. So, does it mean we can't do it? Of course not. We're human. If you aim for something, if you build the fundamentals properly, if you aim for 90, 95%, 98%, whatever, you're doing a very, very, very good job, and your life will move forward in a way that's pretty marvelous, you know? You can make a misstep as long as you get back to, well, to the right path, to your right path. I'm not the one to tell you what your right path is. You have to find it out yourself. But this is an example. For me, it works. Okay, approaching 15 minutes marks. 50-minute marks. I will prepare my next poker session. I won another tournament yesterday. I'm absolutely blessed. I'm super grateful for how poker is unfolding, for how the rest of my life is unfolding. And I promise I will start vlogging more. This one was easy for me because it comes naturally. There's other stuff I want to vlog about, I want to talk about, that I'm less sure about, that I'm more insecure about, because it touches on my insecurities and limiting beliefs and whatever. So that's obviously cool to experience. I'm excited. Some people would call it scared or nervous, and that's probably also true. I call it excited. So more soon. For now, Viking out. Ciao. Thanks for watching and good luck.